Well, it's a new day. It's Sunday, 18th of August 24, and it's Crieff Island Games, but I had got the hell out of Crieff. Can't be bothered with the money grabbing situation of the Highland Games down there, that market park. It's just, well, it's a spectacle if you've never been, but if you're like me and competed regularly, then of course you're at a loose end when you're on the inside fence of the arena instead of being on the track. So my family will be disappointed. I think they expected me to be there, but to heck with it. I'm heading west. I'm going up to Tainelt, and I'm taking a left. I'm going down into a rather obscure part of Argyllshire. The weather's actually more pleasant this direction. I'm in Lochend Head, of course. It's 12:15. The roads are extremely busy both directions today. In fact, getting round about Crieff is a bit of a bloody nightmare. But not to worry. I'm here now, so lower cameraman passing, and somebody lives in that house, you know, and. It would have been It would have been a nice old house before the housing scheme was built behind it. And in the car park in front, it must be unbearable noise constantly. So I don't think I'd like to live in that particular property. But that said, it's probably been paid for. Probably got that for a few £100 back in the 1970s, if that. So the quid's in. They don't have any rent or mortgage. Unless, of course, they're middle class and have gone for some equity release. Yeah, that's the point. Yes, it's exactly 10 minutes to 2, and I've just arrived at Kilchrenan. I'm going up. I spotted the church up the back there. I just happened to glance to my right, so we're going to go up there. Let me get organised and get my stuff together. I was going to get a cup of tea first, but I think we'll go to the church and then get a cup of tea on the return journey, since it is 10 to 2, which the church says, that's your time, Annie, come up and see us, please. Well, I've missed the service. It was on today with Minister Reverend Tom Telfer. Kilchrenan, Sunday worship, 9:45 a.m. First and third Sundays of the month. I didn't go to MOD Church today. I've got an exceptional story to tell about last night. It was well, I won't let it all out just now. I'm not even sure if I'm going to tell you. But I decided, as I said earlier, I couldn't be bothered with the Crieff Island Games now. And I decided not to go to Elmery today. I thought, let's come up to Kilchrenan, we'll have a wander around. This is right in the midst of rural Argyllshire. Actually, it's very remote. It's a single track road I've taken from Tainelt for about 7 miles, and we'll get down to the very bottom of Loch Awe. Have I been here before, Andy? Have you? No. It's a pity we missed the service. That would have been great to turn up for this one. I would have loved to have been at the service, chatting to everybody. I wonder if it's the same minister that takes the service at Tainelt. I'm sure it must be, because they don't have so much money to pay for all the ministers now. This church is absolutely ancient, Annie. What a beautiful place. I'm not even sure if we've risked the step. The steps go nowhere, Annie. Why is the steps going up here but it doesn't go anywhere? Let's investigate, shall we? Well, I've never known steps to go up to meet a bare wall. These are familiar yew trees, eh? The rounds turned early. I mentioned this, there's lots and lots of rounds on very early this season. This is going to be the winter of all winters, I'm quite sure. I think we'll get a sort of ice age type winter. I say it every year, but I'm absolutely convinced. I don't think the church is open for us, Andrew. Is it, boy? Oh dear. We should have been to the service, sir. That's a damn pity. Here's another church. Oh, the steps do go to a door. You can't expect the parishioners to come up these steps every Sunday, surely. Not when they're open. Ah, the church is open, Annie. No. What's this? Oh, goodness me. What a squeeze. What have we got in here, Annie? Can I come in, sir? Oh, wow. We're upstairs. We're from the balcony, Annie. Oh, look at the church here, Andrew. How do we get down to the bottom bit? What a beautiful church. The organ, the candles. How do we get in, Andrew? There must be a downstairs part. This is wonderful, isn't it? I don't have any coins for the collection plate, but look at the pews and look at this old chair. I'm going to sit in this old chair, Annie, for a moment. Let's see if we can get some lighting for you, Andrew. There's a light here. Let's switch it off. What we'll do, we'll go downstairs and see what's what, shall we? I want to have a look at that. I think that's a memorial stone for the troops in the World War, so I'm sure it will be, but we'll find out. Look at that quaint little chair, Annie. We'll come back up and have another seat here, I think. That's what we'll do. I better put my jacket on because it's quite chilly, believe it or not. So I've got myself into the kirk. Let me get the focus. So also I've been upstairs for a few minutes, but just to let you see that I'm not fibbing about my 10 to 2. What a grand old church it is, Annie. We might get a little tune on the organ or something. We'll certainly be saying some prayers. Robert McIntyre. One of the worthiest of characters as a man and a Christian, liberally educated by a dutiful parent and bred to the medical profession, he spent his useful life in the faithful discharge of his duty as surgeon. There's quite a lot of information about this chap. It's his tomb. Through life he sincerely professed, and in the firm belief of which, soon after having received the sacrament of the Lord's Supper, he died. Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord. They rest from their labours, and their works do follow them. Revelation 14:18. Born at Loren-Fernach, 15th of June, 1773. Died at Toulouse in France, the 18th September, 1815. Can you see this? Died at Toulouse. September 1815. I wonder what he's up to. Quite sure the Napoleonic Wars had ended by 1815, any. Can you imagine there's been a congregation in here this morning at 9:45. And these are the hymns they would have sang today. 124, 167, 616 and 557. Here's the pulpit for the minister. Let's have a quick chat with there's a speaker here. Let's have a quick chat here, Eddie. Look at the lovely flowers. Well, thank you very much for attending this morning's service. Reverend Tom can't make it today, I'm afraid, so you've got me. If we stand together and sing hymn 124. At thine be the glory. La, 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 la. What a wonderful place, Andrew, isn't it? Such a homely, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's not just attractive. This church is absolutely beautiful. Are we allowed to tune, Andy? Can we get a tune, please? How do we get into this one? There we are. Oh, the organ's locked, is it? Yes, it seems to be, Andrew. That is absolutely exquisite, isn't it? And look at this piece of furniture. I mean, that's been French polished to an exceptionally high standard, I have to tell you this. I mean, if I had done the same job on that dresser that I got for experiment 18 months ago, 15 months ago I think it was, and I ruined it, but if I have got it to this standard, I would have been absolutely chuffed to bits with my workmanship. I'm absolutely astounded at how pretty this church is. And from outside you can see that it doesn't look in a terrific state, but it's beautiful. There's the poppies for they shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. By the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. Of course we will. This is something that's recited every Remembrance Sunday in November. Armistice Day, of course. But I think we'll leave it at that, Andy. It's been an absolute pleasure. I think what we'll do, though, we'll go back upstairs. I better make sure I put these lights off I switched on. That one's off, up there, yes. What's in here, Annie? Just a quick gaze. Another little chair. Oh, it's a visitor's book. I think I'm going to sign it. I didn't bring my spectacles. What book are we on? We're in the Book of Kings. What does this say? So the young man, the prophet, went. I can't see it probably. What a wonderful, wonderful church, Andrew. Oh, I've not got a pen, eh? Oh, gosh. There's not a pencil, eh? What's in here? There's another door here. That was the one I tried to get in, it's locked. Well, I have to tell you, it's one of the finest churches I've been in quite a while. Yes, I'm really top marks, obviously. The light's not very good, I'm afraid, but it's this plaque is a memorial sacred to the memory of Donald Archibald Dugald McVean, CSL DSO, Colonel of the 3rd Battalion, the 11th Sikh Regiment, Rattries Sikhs, died at Kilchrenan on the 1st of September 1937, erected by the regiment. So that's, he must have been out in India. Before the fall of the empire, of course. Mind you, Mountbatten, he did a terrible thing. It was an awful thing that Mountbatten done when he split India and created Pakistan and Bangladesh. But I mean, it was absolutely horrendous what happened. He chucked the Muslims to one side and the Hindus and the Sikhs to the other, and caused untold misery and hundreds of thousands of deaths. It was terrible. It was a stain on the British Empire before it really sort of started to fold. Of course, a lot of people say that Mountbatten got his karma from that when the Irish Republican Army blew him up. 1979, I think that was, on a boating trip. So I'm just sitting here in a little chair for a moment, and I'm just thinking there's no reason I could not have been up here quite sharp this morning. I was up very early, but for a Sunday morning, but I hadn't made any plans, I never do. And of course, late last night, I had a very, very hectic day yesterday, actually, with Kilchrenan show and, well, another segment of the story. But what I'm thinking though is that this 10 minutes to 2 time, this is definitely my time. I remember speaking to a girl in Tomintoul a couple of years ago, and she said to me, that time is significant for you only. It'll work out for you what it means. I think she's right. I mean, that's several times it's happened recently again. I mean, there was a whole, there's been a whole sort of package with it for the last 2 years and a bit. And certainly, I've probably never really noticed the 10 to 2 that much previously. I had noticed it, but not really of huge significance to my thoughts. But now I do. There's something very, very, very strange, very odd, very, not spooky, but just very, it sounds very comforting that each time I arrive somewhere it's 10 minutes to 2. Or thereabouts. But generally it's flap on 10 to 2. So I've been here for what? Well, almost half an hour now since I stopped the car. I'm going back up the stairs of this church just to make sure that the things are closed. The notice tells you to keep all the doors ajar for ventilation, so I've obeyed that. I did actually close one of the doors, but I've gone back and opened it. I've switched off all the lights and I'm going out the street. But I'm going to come up here for one of the services at the at one part of the month. I'm definitely going to be here. Unfortunately, I've got a pen in my bag, but it's in the car. It's quite a distance down to the car to hunk all the way back up to sign the book. There's a visitor's book through there. But I really mean it. It's a wonderful church, and I just love I love everything about it. It's so peaceful, and It's such a place, it really is. We'll have a little check around the graveyard. It's a bit busy for talking outside, unfortunately. The wind might distort the camera, so we'll have a browse and we'll see what's what. And it's a very, very old graveyard. This too, I can tell almost immediately as I arrived. It's very, very ancient. I tried to ring the bell, but it's not working. There's some little pagan symbols in there. This is an ancient church. Look at this. This is a tomb of Gallimore, slain on this Striang, the Battle of Lorne, in the year 1294, erected by George Douglas Campbell, 8th Duke of Argyll, the 28th Baron of Lochawe, 1866. And well, it was Anthony Campbell was the Duke of Argyll when I presented my trophy when I ran and won the mile at Oban. What a wonderful church, Annie. This is absolutely ancient. I can't for the life think of me why they need that stairs. Duncan Campbell's Sonogan, 1691. Alexander Campbell, 1738. Donald Campbell, 1779. Duncan Campbell and his two sons at 1635. All the Campbells are in here. So this is a very prominent, a very important church, Annie. What lies in here? I definitely need some more research done to this. There used to be a gate on here, Annie. More Campbells. These McTavishes are all the ones that are named up in Glenquaich and Amalree, and a lot of those emigrated to Canada, not so much, well, British Columbia, yeah, but this one specifically to Vancouver. It's fascinating, you know. It really is. That Sarah McCorkadale. When did she die? (1846), age 70. Come on, go back up to that position, Andy, that we're at. What this big tomb is for. These are not allowed anymore. This new regulations from the Scottish Government, the highest headstone you're allowed is about 36 inches, 3 feet, less than a metre. Well, this is this chap Robert McIntyre. I can't they look after these things, eh? Why does no one even over the years said, oh, it's starting to get a bit faded, let's give it a scrub down or something, you know? I've left flowers at lots of random graves over the last few weeks. Since the springtime, I've just taken bunches of flowers from my garden and put them on people's graves. For mostly at Crieff cemetery, I have to tell you. Well, we'll go back up, Annie, into the top. There is a bell. I'm not sure why it didn't ring. I yanked it hard enough. It's maybe a silent bell. It's beautiful. It really is. I'm not joking. This is so tranquil. I'm sorry to take you around graveyards all my life, but it's fabulous yew trees. Just this is a proper ancient churchyard. You see how the sun comes out to bless you, Annie. I mean, no doubt in my mind that that big ball in the sky called the sun, that's Jesus, the Son of God. It's Jesus. Okay, we'll go back up the stairs, Annie, and back into this. I want to sit in this chair. I said some prayers when I was down in the main church, but I want to go back up here. I want to. Just as well you came back up, because this door was to be left open. I want to sit in this chair again. There's something about this chair. Oh, John, this chair is so wonderful. There's something about this chair, Annie. You can't measure the silence in here. You just can't measure it. It's beautiful. Stained glass windows. I have to tell you that I think that the stained glass windows in Argyllshire are probably the finest examples you'll find anywhere on the planet. You get a good chair. The person that made this chair should feel immensely proud of themselves. Oh my God, what a fright. It was the wind that pushed that curtain. I thought there was something coming in. Oh my God, my stomach went funny there. The wind blew that curtain right in. I thought it was a... Bye-bye, Kirk. Honestly, I don't want to phrase exactly what I felt, but it was like, goodness me, but there's a curtain coming in the door. What a fright. Oh dear, Eddie. Okay, we're all done, eh? So we'll make a retreat down. There's a lovely bench over there as well, and you see that? Back to the car, get a cup of tea, a sandwich. Give ourselves some energy. Just as well I spotted this, the first Sunday of every month at 9:45. I'll keep that in mind, Annie. The main sign to the rear of it means there's a rotation between St Elts and Dallowich churches. Mochairn, which I've been at, I remember went to that at Easter. That's us. Thank you very much. God bless all. Bye bye. So I've had my one sandwich of roast beef, and I've got a bit of Madeira cake here, which I'll keep for later on. But most importantly, I've got a cup of tea. I put some milk in it today in my thermos. Flask, working class. Thermos, middle class. So I've got this, and I have to say I was rather peckish, but not to be greedy, I'll put this back for later and eat. Thank you.